Right, time now to look at this morning's newspapers. And Dave, you picked up 3 stories, starting with a bit of transfer news in the Mail.
Yep, we mentioned it in the last hour. Sandro Tonali, his future uncertain at Newcastle this summer. We've been reporting over the weekend an offer's been turned down by from Spurs. Our man Keith Downey's been right across it, as has our Spurs man Michael Bridge.
Yes, this is a Sky Sports News exclusive. This is Sandro Tonali.
Start though with some breaking news concerning Manchester United and their search for a central midfielder. Let's come to you.
For the first time, they announced the signing of the player on Monday after they got knocked out of the Under-21 Euros Italy. First name in the door in this summer window. Had a medical in Romania 2 weeks ago, and he will now be shown around St James's Park, shown around the city, then back in Milan, and then joining up with pre-season preparations on Tyneside next week. This is Sandro Tonali. Have got their man, and here he is, arriving in the northeast.
Another midfielder that will make a huge impact on a club is Sandro Tonali, their top target. Where are we with that one?
Yeah, again, stay with us on Sky Sports News throughout the day. We get developments on that one. That does seem very close indeed. And goodness me, Bruno Guimaraes alongside him next season, and certainly be looking very good in that midfield. So more on that as we get it. In terms of other targets, there's a player we've talked about in terms of Newcastle, and that's James Maddison. His interest from Spurs. But my understanding of Spurs is that they have a value for the player and they won't go above that value. So maybe this could drag.
And Leicester want more than what they're thinking?
Leicester have a value as well, but Spurs won't reach that value. But more on that one as we get. This is one where I think we could be trickling on over the next few days. But there is one player, if at Maddison, they do want more creativity in the side. And the player I've been told is Dominik Szoboszlai, 22 years of age. A real creative player, 22 years of age, currently playing in the Bundesliga at the moment, Hungarian international. He's one to keep an eye on. I've been watching him quite a lot this season. They're looking at a left-back. Dan Burn played there a lot last season, but they're looking to add competition there at left-back. And Jennifer Di Marzio reported as well that Federico Chiesa is a player they're looking at as well, a very exciting winger/forward for Juventus. So looking at top players from Serie A. But again, it could be a very busy day here on Sky Sports News.
It's always busy. It's always busy. Bridgie, thank you.
Transfer update to bring you, and it's a very interesting one. It's on Sandro Tonali because we are told he's a top target.
We're going to start the transfer show this hour with significant breaking news. It comes from Manchester United, and for us it comes from Dharmesh.
Yeah, really good news if you're a Manchester United fan. It was news that we were predicting would happen last week, and it has happened. And that
looks to rebuild his squad after helping from the Premier League. Now, one of Spurs' top priorities this summer is improving the technical ability of the squad and bringing in a midfielder that can dictate play. And Tonali has been identified as an ideal candidate for that role. But of course, he plays for Newcastle United, and they would only consider selling Tonali, who's got a contract until 2029, for a huge fee. And it's very important to say that Newcastle United do not want to lose him. But we can tell you that Spurs do want Sandro Tonali. He is a key target for
Manchester United, and for us it comes from Dharmesh.
Yeah, really good news.
These pictures just into us from Manchester United's Carrington training ground. It is a very high-powered Qatari delegation, and they've arrived there on a pretty grey, damp day after visiting Old Trafford a bit earlier on.
Then, also many questions on Manchester United and Sandro Tonali, guys. At the moment, despite rumours from Italy, you remember in Italy there were news April, May, Ederson and Tonali. I told you, for Ederson, it's on Man United to decide, and they decided to go for him. On Sandro Tonali, the appreciation for Sandro Tonali remains, but at the moment, my understanding is that Tonali is considered not that close to Man United. Not that concrete for Man United, because the overall cost of the deal in terms of salary, in terms of transfer fee, is considered at the moment too high. So Man United are cold on the Sandro Tonali deal at the moment, as of today. Tonali could be an option for Manchester City, but their focus is on Elliot Anderson, another player really appreciated also by Man United, who are still monitoring the situation. And Sandro Tonali could be an option for more clubs. Arsenal made some calls over the recent days for Tonali, so also Arsenal are in the mix. There could be more clubs joining the race for Tonali. Remember, there could be more clubs. So the situation around Sandro Tonali could become interesting.